Hey there. I did a challenge where I was looking for 10 acres in Michigan's Upper Peninsula with something livable to see what the lowest price would be. And I did that in my previous video for Michigan's Eastern Upper Peninsula. So today I'm going to look at the western side and see how that compares. We were able to find 10 acres for a one-room cabin, essentially with electric and a bathroom and a creek and 10 acres for 119,000. And I want to see, I suspect we can find something better in the Western UP, but let's give it a try and see what happens. So let's use the drawing tool. If you position your map in here, it'll show the listed areas will be what's in the square, but I'm getting a lot of Wisconsin, so I'm going to try and alleviate that. So if you click the drawing tool, you can select kind of the area that you want. I may get some Wisconsin in there, but let's look over here. And I'm not going to worry about price, but I do want something livable. So I want a bedroom and bathroom. And I'm going to get rid of anything that's under contract. And I'm going to search for a minimum of 10 acres. And we have 76. So now I'm going to search, let's see, I'm going to sort, excuse me, by the price. So there's a lot. This looks like a business. I'm going to pass that one. This is a one bedroom, one bath on 38 acres. I'm not sure what the building is, but I think I might have looked at this one before. Yeah, so it's vacant land, and then there's a house in town that they're putting in as well. My gut feeling is that nothing is livable, but that's a clue as if there's no pictures. So there's the house in town. And they're showing a lot of outside pictures, no inside pictures, so I'm going to count that as not livable. Because if it was, they'd show you. Here's my Eastern UP pick. It's kind of in the center. Let me fix my draw line here because I'm getting pretty far over. I want out here, like Keweenaw, Marquette, like west of Marquette. Yeah, okay. Let's try this. 128 for a one bedroom, one bath, 40 acres. That's nice. Let's look at this one. So I'm going to do pictures first. Pictures tell a lot. So the building itself looks okay. I don't know if it's off-grid or not yet. I see appliances. You can kind of see wires or something. You want to look for light fixtures. What kind of light fixtures are they? There's a lot of off-grid properties. Here's an antenna to something with foil on it. And this is cool. It looks like a beaver chewed that log and they put it up. That's cool. It looks like a furnace or something, wood stove. Sleeping area. This is nice, but I'm guessing it might be off-grid. We like to see mature trees. Generator shack, maybe? Okay, let's read and see what this is. Very remote cabin. First settled by, okay, the realtor likes to tell you the history, and then they give you so much to read that nobody can read this. It's kind of telling you about what's in the area. The cabin has a bedrock foundation, a metal roof, front and back porches, outside generator shed with a 5500 generator with an outhouse. Okay, so this essentially, you could live in it, I'm guessing, but it is off-grid remote. And it's only been listed since late summer, August, September. It is near Covington, Worm Lake. Okay. So that is a good price for that. Let's see if we can find, I wanted something comparable to the other with electric. So I'm going to look at this. I don't know about this one. "10 acres. It's a historic property in the heart. Rustic charm." Yeah, I don't know about that one. It's not really what I was looking for. And that one's not what I'm looking for. I'm surprised. I thought I was going to find something for less money, but apparently I'm not. These are larger properties, though, with more land. Let's look at this one. This is a fishing area. A lot of words. It's hard to read all of that. I wish the realtors would look at their listings and see what they look like. I don't think this one's gonna, I'm not sure if it came up that it had a bedroom and a bathroom, but I sure don't see one. Alrighty. This looks like a winner. So this is 200,000. 15 saves this week, so people like it. 60 acres is fabulous. It's been on the market less than a month. 1910 farmhouse. Original woodwork, doors, hardware. Needs some TLC. Original wood staircase going upstairs. Large den, 2-car garage, barn, other outbuildings, all which need maintenance. Basement has a sauna and a newer furnace. Alrighty. So down here is price history. So this tells you when it's been listed or unlisted or sold. So there's a lot of history on here. So it was listed for $125,900 in 2012. They bumped it up to $130,000. Didn't sell it in 2013. Didn't sell it in 2014. Listed for 110 in 2015, didn't sell it. Listed for 129 in 2019, didn't sell it. Went back to 110, didn't sell it. 2020, 110, didn't sell it. And now they think it's 199. So I'm wondering, did they do work? Did they do $80,000 worth of work since then? I didn't really see anything. Everything said it needed maintenance. So this is a project house, apparently. Let's see what it looks like here. That's when you think of old farmhouse, that's kind of what you think of. Old doors, old stove. And I would say it is livable. It has a lot of land. It's just not going to be a nice, shiny house. It's going to need a lot of stuff. I would really press them on their price. I'm not sure, and see what the appraisal would be. There's an outbuilding that which had power to it, right? So that's good. And then a barn. Yeah. So that's a nice one. I'm not sure where it's located. Be the next thing. So close to the Sturgeon River. Close to Pelkey. It's actually in the Keweenaw, which is nice. But yeah, I'm not sure about that price for what you're getting there. And it's a fixer. 214 A-frame. 16.7 acres is nice. And it's on a river, so that's probably why this price is up a bit. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not on a river. It's on the gravel lake. Open concept. Well, septic storage. Tiny house on property with solar lights. Oh, it has a 12 by 16 tiny house on property with solar lights and stove. Could be a deer blind studio or private getaway. Maple trees. DirecTV works, but AT&T is best for internet service. No representation of warranties. Okay. Do your due diligence is what that's saying. So you want to check everything. All right. This is sold twice since 1992. So they sold it in 1992 for $24,500. And then they sold it in 2000 for $68,000, and now they're up to $229,000, but they've decreased it to $214,000. Okay, let's look at pictures. There's a bunch. So being on the lake has both its advantages and disadvantages, so you want to make sure you understand that fully. There's a for sale sign. They've been trying to sell it themselves, maybe. They want people that come on the lake to see it. See, here's a disadvantage of a lake is you have to figure out what's in the lake and how good the lake is. Is it a boat lake, a canoe lake? Can you swim in it? There's their power meter. Something else. Good. Looks like you could trim some trees back to have more of a view. Looks like they've done some fixing. The floors look newer. Wood stove with a nice rock wall behind it. That's nice. The ceilings, oh, it's A-frame, right? So the ceilings are a little wonky. So if you're a 7 feet tall person, you may not want an A-frame. Refrigerator, stove, bathroom. Everything, the walls are leaning. Washer, dryer area, something. The cabinet in the wall. I wonder if that's a bed or have you seen the beds that come out of the wall? Or a table? Oh boy, there's the upstairs. Some of the yard. So the thing about this is what I'm thinking is this could be, if the zoning allows, you could rent this out to somebody. You could get a couple hundred a night and somebody may want to rent that from you. They could bring their boat and they could fish or whatever if the lake's good for that or whatever, but or ride their four-wheelers from there. Like that could be income. So if 214 is a little high for you, you might be able to rent that out, that second little building, that little cabin. You could explore that, and then that could help offset your price on your main residence there. And it also said that there's maple trees, so you could also tap maple trees and get syrup and sell syrup. Not sure what that is. So here's what it looks like as you walk up to it. Not much to be seen, but it was pretty from the lake. So there's some finishing to be done here. Their price might be a little high since it's not finished. I don't know. Being on a lake adds value, of course, to anything, finished or not. So it looks like, it's not in perfect condition. There's a lot of things that you might have negotiating power over. It's been on the market a little while. It is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, open concept, wood stove furnace, propane furnace, drilled well, septic, storage shed, 12 by 16 tiny house with solar, lights, and wood stove, which I would highly look into seeing if you could rent that to somebody. Nice hardwood timber stand, so there's another source of potential income if you want to clear land. DirecTV works, but AT&T is best for internet, so your internet connection might be a little sketchy if they mentioned it. Yep, and then it says that the taxes will change, so definitely in Michigan you want to research the taxes, because when you buy a property they resets the tax rate. So whatever their tax rate is when they bought it, it resets it now to the value, and it usually happens the second year you own the property or so. It will adjust. So if you buy this for $200,000, your base tax rate will be $200,000. And right now, what they're paying for taxes is based on the value when they bought it, right? So it's going to be a big difference. And there is a website that you can reference, and I will find that and put it in the description. All right, so let's look at this directions. I'm noticing something funky in the directions to get there. Okay, so take this road right at fork, marked with realty sign, goes up to the cabin, tiny house. Stay straight to the cabin. Road up to the cabin, tiny house is steep. You can drive about halfway up with a vehicle, walk the rest, unless you have an ATV. About 1 block. Road to cabin is marked with realty tree sign before the cabin. So the little cabin you can't just drive to. So it's far enough away that you have to walk or ATV. So that might be a little challenging to rent, something like that. Okay. So it's a steep grade. It has electric and sewer and propane and all of that. That's good. Yeah. So that would definitely be one you'd want to walk through very carefully and check everything and get an appraisal. Let's look at the map. So there's the lake. I was wondering where oh, I wonder if that's it. Maybe not. So the A-frame was on the water. And then the cabin must be up here somewhere. Then you have neighbors. The lake looks a little challenged. It's very little, so it's probably not a great lake to be on, but it would be a nice place to be up in the UP for sure. And then you're right by this here. This looks nice. Lake Michigami. That looks nicer. Okay. And it is 16 acres, and you're on the water. So I would have to say this is going to be our cheapest 10 acres or more in the western UP at this moment. That's livable. It's not really like, I don't think you're going to have chickens and farm and that kind of a thing here, but it would get you in the UP and in a house and give you some land. So yeah, so that's what I had today, and we'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye.